Hi everyone, welcome here at La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. Today I'd love to share with you how I cook beef caldereta or calderetang baka. So very easy. So the meat itself, this is beef chunks. It's 1 kilo in total. So this will serve as our lunch for today. So make sure that your beef is rinsed properly. And set this aside. So friends, I have here 1 large white cooking onions. I just quarter it and then I'll put this into my pressure cooker. Okay, there you go. And I have here lots and lots of bay leaf, but I will just use, let's say, 3 large bay leaf. And I have here my salt. We'll just add a little bit of salt, but not too much. And then black powder, generous amount, that's perfectly fine. And I'm going to add some pineapple juice, maybe 1 cup. Hold on a minute. So 1 cup of pineapple juice, but that can be very optional, wonderful friends. But I just want my dish tasty. So there you go. And then I am going to add the beef or the meat, the 1 kilo of beef chunks here. And then cover with water. Approximately the water, it's, let's say, like 3 cups of water. Plus 1 cup of our pineapple juice. Add a little bit of salt and black pepper again. There you go. So I'll be cooking this in the pressure cooker. But if you don't have pressure cooker, you can cook it in a very traditional way. Just, you know, in your cooking pot. So from here, I'll have to turn it on like to the left. And it's locked, and I'm going to plug this into the source by the wall. There you go, friends. And so I'll just that's 25 minutes. I'm going to cook that, let's say, 35 minutes, and just set this aside until the beef is soft and tender. So great, friends. I'll have to wash my veggies. So using my peeler, I peel this. And these are sweet carrots and also large. I use 3 large of these potatoes or patatas, and also 1 large red peppers and 1 large of the sweet yellow peppers. So I'm going to slice this accordingly. So great, friends, I slice this bigger portion. So the way you slice it, it's up to you. The choice is always yours. So the potatoes, these are big portions, the yellow sweet peppers, and the red sweet pepper bell or atsal. So these are sliced already according to my preference. Okay, there you go, friends. So here at La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations, you will learn very basic cookings and bakings, and these are very own recipe of mine, and I always do some twist in cooking. So what are the very basic ingredients? So actually we will be making beef stew or calderetang baka using our beef chunks. And while we are waiting for the beef to be done, so I'll walk you through what are the very basic ingredients. Okay, I have here, I use 1 head of garlic, so that's probably 13 to 14 cloves of garlic. And I have here ginger. So ginger can be very optional, but every time I cook, I love to use ginger. I have here 1 large onions, white cooking onions. You can use red cooking onions, yellow, whatever onions you have. So that's equivalent to 1/4 kilo. And I have here 3 bay leaf or dahon sa paminta or dahon sa laurel. As what you've seen previously, that our beef was also added when I make sure the beef is in the pressure cooker. I added 3 or 4 cloves of 4 leaves of bay leaf. Now I use this cheese. So this cheese equivalent to 1 cup in total, or let's say 250 grams of cheese. Okay, I will be adding 1 large can of pineapple chunks. Remember the pineapple juice, I added that into the beef to soften the beef. I have here 680 of tomato paste. You can use tomato sauce. This is tomato sauce. You can also add tomato paste, or if you don't have either, or you can use fresh tomatoes. I will be sauteing 100% of extra virgin olive oil. Now for our savoring enhancers, I will be adding a little bit here and there and there and there. So I love to add generous amount of black pepper, a little bit of salt, combination of fish, salt, and also this powder broth. Okay, this is beef powder broth, and I will be adding so that it becomes tasty. I like to add banana ketchup, a product from the Philippines. Okay, and I also would like to add hot peppers. If you want to have it a little bit spicy, you can add Tabasco or hot peppers, or you can use chiling laboyo or red chili or green chilies. Now I'll be adding carrots, big portion, big slices of carrots, potatoes or patatas, red pepper bell and yellow pepper bell, or we call that one atsal. I will be combining green peas and also a little bit of chickpeas or garbanzos. This can be very, very optional, friends. So it takes 9 more minutes before it will be ready. So this is our beef in our pressure cooker. So friends, it's done. So I'll have to check, but before that, I'll have to let the steam out or the pressure out. We'll wait until it stops. So great friends, the steam is slowly diminishing, so we'll wait until it stops. Okay, there you go. So we'll try to open our pressure cooker to the right. Okay, there you go. And we're going to check our beef if it's soft and tender. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So remember, friends, we added salt already, so this is savorful, but it needs a little bit more salt because of the quantity or the amount of the veggies and other stuff that I have added into it, and I will be adding, so here I'm going to add my extra virgin olive oil to saute our spices. So great friends, not necessarily that you will be adding olive oil, so it depends upon your taste bud. So I added approximately 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Preheat your wok or cooking pot, then we'll start sauteing it. Okay, so let's begin sauteing our spices. First, I'm gonna saute our ginger, then to be followed by garlic and white cooking onions. So once again, sauteing doesn't really take that long in its process, and besides adding this ginger, it's an optional because other people, they don't really like to add ginger into their beef caldereta. But I love to have it complete spices, and it's tasty to me. Okay, next will be our garlic and our onions. Okay, so we'll wait until this will become slightly golden brown or translucent until fragrant. There you go, and we're going to add our beef powder broth. This can be very optional, friends, because if you don't have like this, you can use any of your favorite preference like magic syrup. Some of you might use MSG, but I don't really use MSG. You can use beef broth, vegetable broth, or chicken broth. It can be added here too. Salt and pepper will be the best bet, and it's very natural. Okay, after that, I will be adding patis or fish sauce, a little bit only, and a combination of salt, a little bit only, and then a generous amount of black pepper, friends. Okay, beautiful. Adding salt and black pepper or any savoring enhancers, it depends upon your taste buds too. After which, I'm going to add my beef with the beef broth. Okay, friends, and after which, I'm going to add another bay leaf. But there's bay leaf here, inside there, from previous when we pressure cook our meat. Okay, then we are going to add our tomato sauce. I added half of it first. That is 680, so 340. Half of it I added into our beef broth, and then I have here banana ketchup, but once again, this can be very optional. I added lots, and I empty this one. Okay, so I make sure that I'm going to add a little bit kick in of their spiciness, but not too much, especially when you have your children, and you know, children's taste buds are different from ours, because we can normally take it some medium spice. Okay, so I am going to add the potatoes and carrots because there's hardness in these veggies. There you go. And also I'm going to add the 250 grams or the 1 cup of cheese, because we're going to make cheesy type of dish. So I will just keep on mixing that one. But again, the cheese can be very, very optional. A lot of people will use liver spread, in which I don't have. So I'm going to cover this right now. Friends, but prior to covering it with our lid, I'm going to add this large size of pineapple chunks in a can. So I added it. And then we will set this aside until the cheese melts to give its good savor. And also our patatas or our potatoes. So set this and cover it. So friends, we'll try to give a little mix before we will add the remaining of our ingredients. Because sometimes even if it's saucy or lots of liquids, it will still have the ability to stick into your pan. Look at that, the cheese smells very great. You can also try to use a sweaty or that yellow food color. But this color is very, very natural. So I'll have to cover and set this for another 2 minutes before we will add the rest of our ingredients, which is the red peppers, the yellow sweet peppers. You can use green peppers, of course, or orange peppers. And I have here 1.5 cups of this green peas. I will be adding half of the chickpeas, which is the garbanzos. Friends, for the chickpeas, I bought this in can, and I'm going to discard the brine solution or the water within it. Friends, as you know that these chickpeas or the garbanzos It's pre-cooked already, so it doesn't really take time in the process of cooking. For this red and yellow sweet peppers, the green peas, and the garbanzos will be added all together wonderfully. By the way, friends, I have here garlic stuffed olives. These are big sizes of olives. I got this from Costco, so I'll be adding some olives into my dish. Adding these olives, this can be very optional. By the way, my hands are clean. I just washed them. So there's stuffed garlic in these large olives. You can use black olives if you want, but once again, that can be very optional. Okay, there you go. Let's do the final touches of our dish. So we will just try to mix it first. So good enough, it did not stick into the bottom of our cooking pot. Look at that delicious beef stew or beef caldereta. Actually, whenever I cook, I don't want my veggies to be overly cooked. So that you have something to masticate on, and it's great. So there you go. But if you have family members who have hard time in digesting or chewing, then you can probably give another few minutes to cook it more. Okay, I will be adding half of this garbanzos and this green peas and also this red peppers. So I'm going to add 1.5 cups of this olives. So give a mix. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, friends. And remember, here at La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations, cooking and baking, they always make fun and easy. It gives you the ideas on what to prepare for your family's next meal. My simple goal in my kitchen is simply for fun, sharing and learning. Actually, you can always adjust your salt intake or your savoring enhancer. This is very, very saucy, delicious, and cheesy, spicy type of beef stew or kalderetang baka. Baka in Tagalog or in Filipino term, that is beef. Okay, there you go. So we're going to cover this and set this aside for another 2 minutes. There you go. It's time for me to dish out my newly cooked fluffy rice. This is very, very good smelling. It's scented. This is rooster brand of rice, and my husband really loves this kind of brand rice. Okay, there you go, friends. This is quite done, so we're going to mix it for its final cooking. There you go. Once again, wonderful friends, thank you very much for watching La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. Till the next video and till the next sharing purposes that we have here in our kitchen. And I wish you have a very fantastic day. This is your home cook buddy La Arnie saying you daghan kayong salamat. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Wonderful day. Akura.